What's going on, guys? Welcome in to Total War Warhammer 2 with Settra the Imperishable and the Tomb Kings. Now, we are going to be playing with a few mods and everything on this one. It's kind of a custom Grimhammer 2, Steel Faith Overhaul style thing. I like Grimhammer, I like Steel Faith, but I don't like a lot of the balance changes they do. So I kind of made up my own sort of faux Steel Faith Overhaul mix of mods. The link to that's going to be down in the description, and you can see all the mods we are using. Now, one thing that's not going to be in there is you will see that we're using the Tomb Kings Extended mod by Agamo UK. But I am using my own personal sub mod where I have made several changes to it. The biggest being removing all of the mod added units. That's one thing I don't like. I don't like new units being added to rosters. I don't mind ROR units being added. So we do have a few ROR units that are remaining from the Tomb Kings Extended, but all of the extra units that he did add, which are awesome units, don't get me wrong, it really adds some good flavor to the Tomb Kings roster. I just prefer playing with the vanilla base game units and everything. So that's one mod that will not be in the collection is my personal sub mod for this. But again, it's just making a few changes to the units and a few adjustments to Settra, adjusting his Lord effects. We are adding in plus 10 leadership when fighting against Tomb Kings. One that's not showing up for some reason that was also here is plus 10 melee attack versus Tomb Kings. Settra was very well known for being able to lead very successful campaigns against the other Tomb Kings and absolutely decimating them. So I felt that would be very lore friendly to have some massive bonuses when it comes to fighting against other Tomb King armies. Going from that, the Tomb Kings Extended mod is a massive overhaul for the Tomb Kings. It does quite a bit. One of the big things you'll see right here is we do get slaves. So we have income from slaves plus 15%, slave decline rate plus 30%, and casualties captured post-battle plus 15% as well. And there's a few other changes. I'm not going to go through every single thing that the mod does. We'll kind of see them as they happen. We are going to be playing on very hard Chaos Invasion, and let's get started.
The sands of time ravage all. Mortals, monuments, even civilizations cannot stand against it. Their remnants lost beneath the dunes, awaiting discovery by the brave or foolish.
What's that? Shh. I can hear something. Shh. Come here, quiet.
Like time itself, the living are not welcome in Nehekhara. For this is the land of the dead, ruled by the Tomb Kings, where only the expired may serve. In life, they were tyrants, now cursed with undeath. They crave power more than any living thing, and none more so than Settra the Imperishable. Eternity was promised, but the Tomb Kings awoke to unlife, no longer beatific sovereigns. Their kingdoms as decayed as their bodies. The glory of Khemri lost, forgotten. Comet, an omen. The Black pyramid stirs, but does not wake. A vessel of untold power, awaiting a new master. But it remains sealed. The Lich Priests are tasked with finding access. They venture deep into the catacombs, seeking clues. Discovering an obelisk inscribed with hieroglyphs as old as the desert gods. The answer lies in the 9 books of Nagash, the original tomes of undead lore, authored by the arch-necromancer. Due to the turbulence of the vortex across the ocean, not 9, but only 5 books are needed. Then, the pyramid shall open. Time has seen the books lost, scattered. Other Tomb Kings will seek them, for all desire the Black Pyramid. Begin the search. Raise your warriors. The legions of Khemri march to war.
I do love that intro. I don't know why, but I do love it. Alright, so Settra turns his attention outward and sees a world full of so-called kings, emperors, and lords. These are all pretenders, for there is only one true king. The great king, the king of kings. These false sovereigns will yield and will learn who rules and who serves. But first, Settra must dominate Nehekhara once again and purge it of greenskin infestations. Let his reign begin. Let that loading bar move. Come on. There we go. So we'll get in here, we'll take a look around, and we'll take a look at some of the changes that the Tomb Kings Extended mod does.
Mighties.
Alright, so this is the Nemesis Crown thing right here. This is an optional different start that you can do as part of the Tomb Kings Extended. We will still keep Khemri, of course, but we can start in Bretonnia and do the Nemesis Crown War. However, just for this playthrough, I'm just going to remain in Khemri on this one right here. So we need to occupy, loot, sack, or raise 4 different settlements. All that is familiar. So here we have Khemri, and some of the big changes. One of my mods is adding in some new landmarks, and this is one of the landmarks right here, the Imperishable Palace of Nehekhara. So we get public order plus 10, plus 5 in adjacent provinces, medium vigor loss reduction for all armies, and plus 25% income from all buildings, and plus 1 recruitment capacity. So that thing is rather lovely, and we will be building that. As you can see right here, our chariot line and our infantry line now have tiers 4 and 5. Now in the standard Tomb Kings Extended, these have additional new types of units. Things like royal chariots, royal archers. However, since I've removed those, I changed these just a little bit, where we get a little extra unit capacity, 1 extra Screaming Skull catapult, and 2 more of each type of chariot. And over here we get some more Nehekhara warriors, and we get 4 more archers and 1 more tomb guard and with halberds, and 2 more. Is it 1? Yeah, it's 2 more tomb guards with halberds and 2 more regular tomb guards. So just a little bit of a bonus, and a bonus for building these things in your capital of the province. Nothing has changed under here. All of this is the same. This right here is another change from Two Kings Extended. Instead of just a Catacomb Watcher right here, we now have all 5 levels. It starts at level 1 and can go all the way up to here. I went through and adjusted the garrison on it. The garrison wasn't exactly working for me, so I changed it to something just a little different. I doubt we'll build this here, but it does provide better and better bonuses as you go along. So pretty nice little chain right there. Now, under the infrastructure and the economy, this is where a lot of our changes are at right here. The public order buildings right here, we do get slave public order penalty bonuses. That's not change. This is a big change right here. The Charnel Plaza now goes all the way up to the Nehekhara Souk, where it generates quite a bit of income for us. It gives us pottery and spices, and also increases trade and trade resources available faction-wide. It's a very, very nice building. Of course, we have the Nehekhara Citadel, but this also now provides a garrison of Necrosphinxes and Casket of Souls. This building right here in the regular Tomb Kings Extended mod is actually called a Restored Khemrik Titan. It gives you a new type of monstrous unit. However, since I removed it, I adjusted the building to be an infrastructure building, adding +1 capacity for Necrosphinx, Ushabti Greatbow, and Khemrian War Sphinx, and I left the bonuses that it came with as Canopic Jars and Untainted. And I renamed it something rather fitting that I thought, just try to do something different with it. If you're familiar with Grimhammer 2, Grimhammer 2 actually has a building chain that you can work on that at the end adds unit capacity for just about everything. So you can not have to build all of these buildings everywhere. So I did something similar, just not on the same level as what Grimhammer 2 did. So this right here is just an alternative to building all of these advanced military statuary buildings and stuff. You can instead just build this to increase your capacity a little bit. We have a completely new chain right here with the slave buildings. These are similar to your Dark Elf slave buildings. Increases the slave holding capacity, decreases construction costs, more income from slaves, slave decline rate, and so on, as well as a reasonable garrison, and also increases capacity for necrotechs at the final tier. The last thing over here is the Royal Burial Chamber, just increasing bonuses to your regions and your adjacent regions. So, and of course ends with the Bone Giant as usual. So that's kind of everything that is added in with the Tomb Kings for your settlements and everything else. It's pretty nice. I like it. I'm also using another mod that adds it changes up how garrisons and stuff work. So we get garrisoned from various buildings. We don't get them from these. I should go in and actually add a garrison in if that mod is active. So I may have to do a little separate sub mod, because if we do upgrade to this, we will actually lose these garrisons right here. So that's actually something I need to go in and fix myself. A little thing right here just to add in a little more garrison for us. But enough of that. Let's kind of get started right here. I always like to start with building a barracks in this one. Going to put Settra into Tomb Beneath the Sands. Now this is a unique hero that we get. This is Nehekhara, the Herald of Settra. Nehekhara was Settra's herald in the lore, and so he has a lot of bonuses for being with Settra. So we're going to put him in there. And we're going to get started with another chariot and some spearmen. I believe I want to start with the second dynasty, actually. I rely on archers quite a bit, so I want to get some of these archer bonuses right here from the second dynasty. So let's get that going. And there's not much we're going to be able to do under diplomacy. Only other thing I want to do is set this right here to request additional slaves. Okay, let's go. Alright, here's the top knots. They have come down, as they usually do. Except they usually come in raid. So, Rumors of the cursed prince. Word has reached you of a forgotten shadow lurking beneath the great city of Numas. Whispers of an ancient fear scuttling beneath the ground, searching every crevice for a way out. Take the city and you may be able to bend this shadow to your will. We get 2,000. So we need to capture the city of Numas. Okay. Let's finish giving Settra a full little stack of 16 right there. And we wait and see what the top knots do. They should raid. Normally they do come in and raid. I haven't seen them come in and force march stance like that before. Oh my. My, he came in with a full stack right away, didn't he? Alright, we heard rumors. That Kislev, the Emperor, and the Elector Counts made a secret arrangement not to attack each other. So if we do this right here, Kislev and the Imperial States can no longer declare war. I always like to do this so we have a nice full empire up north. Okay, this is actually kind of new. I haven't seen him do this before. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring Settra right there and put him into an ambush stance. Let's see if we can't deal with this mess. Yep. Okay, so we did ambush these guys. That's good. I am just going to auto-resolve this. And for right now, I'm going to take that replenishment. Oh, hello. Alright, Settra and Nekaf have gained a rank. We got the Dawnstone, plus 15% physical resist. That is not bad. Alright, we have 3 points to spend. Thanks to a skill point mod, because we have a lot of new skills and new things to pick for Settra, so we do need additional points. So I'm going to go into Route Marcher first. I like to go into Soul Reaper, help with our army replenishment. And Nekaf over here, he starts with Immortality. And we're going to start with Indomitable Will and start going down his line right there. Settra, we're going to send you up here to deal with this guy. Oh, really? Does have... Man, how did he already start with a bunch of Savage Orc Biggins? That's horrible. Savage Orc Error Boys. You know what? I'm going to retreat from that, I think. This will be interesting. I really have to get him away from there, because I can't have Khemri under attack right now, under siege at the moment. All right, we're gonna go in and deal with this. I can't have this happening. I'm tempted to put that under AI control, because it is just a garrison army and I don't care. Those biggins are going to kind of hurt, because we don't have much that can deal with it. The Tomb Guard sort of kind of can. Alright, I guess we're going to go in here and fight this out. Alright, I was not quick enough on the pause the recording right there, but yeah, I'm going to try to pause the recording whenever we have to deal with all of this. Oh, interesting. Our allies are coming in from behind them. And this is an interesting map for Khemri. Okay. Yeah, our allies are coming in from behind. That's well, how well that's going to go for them. Well, let's get everybody kind of grouped up here. And we will just we'll just start charging across the battlefield at them, I suppose. Because our allies are going to be able to really bother them quite a bit. Oh yeah, this ought to be interesting with them coming in from behind. Alright, you know what? Let's just give these guys right here an attack order. Settra and him on those guys. We'll bring in our chariots up this way. Sandwich them. We'll send you, how about after those savage orcs? Alright, let's see what happens. Got their catapults going and attacking to various things. Alright, here we go. Let's get ready to buff him up. There he goes, right into him. Alright, chariots. Actually, chariots, come up here for these error boys. That's where I need you at. Or maybe the shot cavalry. Try to charge in on those. Okay. Speed things up just a touch. I want to chase these guys off the battlefield for sure. So they did get their Wa. Alright, here we go. Alright, those guys are chased off. I don't think I need to worry about them too much. Yeah, we're already about to have some army losses. Let's just smash right into the backs of these orcs. Oh, look at that glorious charge. Right on through them. Good deal. I think that's about everybody. Yep. I would like to try and clean some of them up, though. Yeah, you keep with the Savage Orc biggins. They're the ones I'm most worried about. Alright, good deal. Wasn't too bad. Just try to clean up some of these guys. Thaga Tooftaka, I'm okay with him hanging out still. Another thing is Savage Orc biggins. They're the ones that I most want to keep out because they hurt. They do hurt quite a bit. Alright, decisive victory there. Good deal. We only lost 114. I got a few kills. 125 on our Khemrian War Sphinx. God, I do love a War Sphinx. They're so good. So good. There we go. Alright, we're going to take the money on this one. Money is going to be the big thing that we need on this one. And it looks like I bet he's about to raid, isn't he? Oh. Alright, let's go in and finish him off. Oh yeah, he's raiding right there. Alright, we're just going to auto-resolve that. Ouch. Again, take the money. Yeah, he's raiding right there. That's fine. We'll just head closer to town. Get myself a few more of those. Settra's got plenty of points to spend. So another in Soul Reaper. Don't really need this. Not a big fan of raiding with them. So we're going to go one into Canopic Jars, one into Attend Me. Get some Lightning Strike. And we have unlocked the Armor of the Eternal Sovereign right here. This is, Settra was one of the greatest human rulers of this world has ever known, founding the empire of Nehekhara. His armor is enchanted with powerful magic, socketed with jewels, and fancifully gilded. It's almost worthy to be worn by the King of Kings. So, leadership aura size, leadership effect armor, melee defense, 15% ward save is nice. So we're going to grab some armor for him. And we're going to start getting down into his lore of Nehekhara. Luckily, the Tomb King's extended mod makes the lore of Nehekhara much, much better. It is a fairly awful lore of magic in the game, but they actually made this a lot better. The biggest thing is the Restless Dead is map wide now instead of range specific, so it is really nice. So yeah, we're going to start down that. So yeah, we got our Armor of Eternal Sovereign, and we also can recruit one more. Get him in. I believe, yeah, I can get them all to rank 4 now. That's going to be nice. Starting off with rank 4 archers is going to be good. Oh, and our little boy right here has gotten some spells. So he gets the Flail of Skulls right here. A mark of Settra's trust in his chosen champion, Nehekhara was gifted the Flail of Skulls, an unmistakable symbol of Settra's power, and a weapon that the ruler of Khemri himself once wielded on the field of battle. So armor piercing plus 60, melee attack plus 12, weapon strength plus 10%, and enables magical attacks. Absolutely bestial. So we're going to give him that. I'm going to get a point into training because I do want to start training up Settra's army and go hard to hit for that melee defense. Alright. Get those archers. We will go deal with this Top-Knot's army, and then we are going to go start playing around a little bit. 23 turns till a rebellion. I don't mind if this rebels right here. Khemri can definitely handle it. He has moved up to here. We're at turn 5 at the moment. Okay. So I'm going to go right about there. And then go into ambush stance real quick. We'll see if I can't mash one finger in a little. Perfect. That's exactly what I needed. And in the direction I wanted him to go. So here is our choice of servants. We can either get a Tomb Prince, a Lich Priest, or a Necrotect. For Settra's faction, the Tomb Prince, you're going to get tons of Tomb Princes. I don't need a Lich Priest right now because Settra is already a magic caster and the lore of Nehekhara is buffed in this mod, so I'm okay with that. Necrotect is definitely what I want, so let's get that.
Where are my slaves?
Now, I do want him to have a good trait. Wrathful is not what we want. What do we have available? We have Ushapti Carver, a Serpent Carver, or a Scorpion Carver. I think I want to go with a Scorpion Carver. I do love my Tomb Scorpions, so luckily everything for the Tomb Kings is free. So we're going to get rid of that. We're going to grab ourselves a Scorpion Carver. Alright, let's go try and... Mash is probably going to run away. Yeah, figured he would. And he runs too far away for me to catch, unfortunately. But I can put him back into that stance, and that'll be good. My garrison here is looking a lot better now. Actually, I think I've changed my mind what I want to do. Let's start moving towards Zandri. I'm not super concerned. We took out their big army. Mash is going to take a little while to get everything he needs, so let's move on to Zandri. Now there is something I want to check and keep an eye on. Now as you can see right here, Bel Aliad is a ruin.
The ultimate shrine.
That being a ruin means that someone's going to come and take it. That someone that typically comes over there to take it is usually Arkan the Black. If he comes and takes that ruin, his forces are greatly diminished, and it makes it real easy to go in and smash him real fast. Get an early kill on Arkan, get that trait of his, and greatly weaken him early on. So I'm going to head down here and see if I can't find him. So they're back. That's fine. I'm not worried about them. I'm going to keep going this way. Keep an eye out for them. I'm going to come out of march stance here. Actually, I'm going to do this, I think. I'm going to come right here. I'm going to come right there. Oh yeah, I'm not worried about Khemri right now. There he is. Perfect. Like clockwork. Every time. Every time. He always comes right there. This is actually awesome. We're going to come over here. We will bring Settra out of march. We will get him right about here-ish. I'm going to slot in our Necrotect. Okay. Go into ambush stance. The great... so that is ready. 4,000 gold for that. That's something we are going to be doing here shortly. The reason being is because I can use him on Xandri. We'll sack Xandri a couple of times, like once or twice, and then we'll raise it, and we will use a Necrotect to build it up to rank 3 instantly. Now let's just hope he doesn't see me. Yes! Oh, Arkan, you always, you never fail. You always do that. Always do that. It's perfect. Okay. Scaling Tribe migrating. People of Scaling Tribe lost everything they had and forced to migrate to Nordland. This is an event mod right here, so the Scalings apparently have been wiped out, and they have some armies that have shown up as migratory tribes in Nordland. Alright, let's go get that quick early kill on Arkan right here. I'm not even going to fight this out. It is so not worth it. We will just do that. Take it out. I don't even get any money from it. The slaves are okay, but I'm just going to raise it for a little bit of cash and the canopic jars. So there we have the defeat of the Arkan the Black, plus 20 relations with Tomb Kings and weapon strength. Oh, and we got a giant blade. That's pretty lovely against the enemies that we have this point in the game. Okay, so we're going to get Restless Dead, and then I'm going to grab Nero's Incantation of Protection. Besides the 44 physical resistance it normally has, we also now can get hit point replenishment, so that's going to be fairly nice to have. Our Necrotect, we will start with Restore and increase mobility. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's head up to Xandri. Go deal with that place. Still raiding me. I think I'm losing a tad. No, not anymore. Was losing a little bit of money. I do believe I need 50%, don't I? You know what? It's not worth it. I need to get up here before they build walls, or not walls, but garrisons and stuff up. Right now, they don't have a boss's tent, so it should be pretty easy to. We'll sack it once, get the money from it, and on the next turn we will raise it to the ground. Oh, shoot. He put an army in there. That's not what I wanted you to do.
Nehekhara is mine.
Okay, let's think about how we can go about fixing this up. I also want to keep an eye on our objectives here. I do like doing the chapter objectives and the side objectives for the Tomb Kings, just because money is kind of tight usually. So it's always a good idea to have a little extra. Biggest thing I like to do in here are the sacrifices. They are really nice to do. This one right here, in the regular Tomb Kings Extended, it's actually very costly. It's like several thousand gold, like 300 or 400 canopic jars, and obsidian, iron, and timber, which I can understand why he did that, the god of earth and strength. However, those are three that are hard to get a hold of sometimes, and like growth is something that's like pretty handy early on, so it's one that I tend to value, so I adjusted it ever so slightly. So we're going to go into ambush stance right there. Let's grab worthy inspiration for defense and melee attack for the army. We have 3 turns until our dynasty is ready. See if I can get him to come out of there and go somewhere else so I can go to Xandri. Come on, stop sitting there. Yep, he left. I don't know where he went though, but he left. Lost to the desert, public order, or that, or slaves and living servants. We're gonna go. Ooh. This early on, I don't really want the negative relations with factions, and the plus 20 growth is nice, but I really don't want the diplomatic hit with anybody else around me, so I will take the negative public order instead. It doesn't too much bother me. Necrotech is leveled up. We're going to grab Stone Shaper and Wrath of the Creator now.
I rule everything. Settra moves.
I feel like he went into ambush stance. Didn't, or at least I didn't see him. Alright, let's auto-resolve that. Alright, we're going to sack it. And then we're going to go into Entomb Beneath the Sands so we can start replenishing a little bit. Then we're going to come down here and grab ourselves this Necrotech Hero. Oh, that's right. He shows up right here. So on the next turn, we will attack it again. We'll raise it. And then we will use our hero to instantly get it to level 3. Settra, you have leveled up again. Let's get the other rank of Neru's Incantation of Protection. And is that the only one? No, I like this one right here for like our Casket of Souls eventually. This right here, the reload skill, armor piercing, and missile damage. Yeah, definitely for our Casket of Souls later. So it looks like Rapunce de Lyonesse is now at war with Nagash, or Arkan with Nagash. Oh, underway interception. And we could do a lightning strike, and we can take out their army pretty quickly. Perfect. Well, again, we'll take that treasury. So that got rid of another army. What are you doing down here? So the Crown of Nehekhara. So we need to build a grave port. Ah, he has declared war against the top knots. That's why. Okay. You want to be buddies? No, but he will soon, I bet. All right, let's go attack it once more. Auto resolve it. We're gonna raise it. We'll get a little bit of money and some canopic jars. And then we're going to use him to colonize it. Perfect. Lovely. Now that we're in our own territory, we will heal back up almost instantly. Xandri is ready to be fully fixed up here. We're going to go Worship of Fact. Construction cost minus 20%. However, we do lose 5% tax per turn. But I'm okay with that. So on the next turn, once that kicks in, we will build up the Desert Lookout to give us some some Nehekhara warriors and skeleton archers. And we will leave the last spot for our pyramid right here. And that's going to give us a Lich Priest, 2 Tomb Guards, and a Necrosphinx for a garrison here. So this is going to have a fairly nice garrison in this settlement and everything. So yeah, I'm happy about that. Yeah, he's really going to love me on the next turn. I'll probably be able to get a non-aggression pact with him because I have other things I want to do. All right, Settra. Where are you going? What are we doing? I could go ahead and get his Usurian Brooch right here. Magic resist 20%. We're very nice. Ward save 5%. And the Imperishable passive ability activates automatically when conditions are met. Which I forgot. Disabled if... Oh, so if his hit points go below 10%, then we get 90% damage resistance, replenishes hit points. Pretty nice ability, but not necessary at the moment. I would rather work my way down towards Arcane Conduit here. So let's get Evasion and Magical Reserves. For him, we're going to go grab our Fatal Blow and then our last point in Worthy Inspiration, more melee defense and melee attack. And our Necrotex, another point into increased mobility. We actually got 3 points to spend. Let's do 2 points into boost income. And then a point into Canopic Jar Hoarder. I don't typically let my Necrotex be like fighters because they're pretty terrible fighters. So I'd rather focus on some of their other abilities first. So he's... Well, what he's going to do. Yeah, alright, yeah, he left. I figured he would. Raiding by Mash One Finger. So Xandri has been conquered. A mighty Tomb King has captured the important Nehekharan port city of Xandri. And our Wisdom of the Second Dynasty. The Second Dynasty marked a period of sweeping territorial expansion and growing prosperity. So what that first thing about capturing Xandri gave us is... now that we control the fleet port at Xandri, we do get 1 Canopic Jar per turn and 15% income from trade tariffs. We also have this one right here, the City of Kings that we have for controlling Khemri. Tax rate plus 15% and construction time minus 15% for all buildings, all regions. Every major Nehekharan city that we capture, we will get bonuses from. So it's pretty nice. So right here, this is now down to 1275. I like that a little bit better. And we'll go ahead and get the Grave Port built. And for a couple of turns, we'll switch over to Growth. Alright, Settra is ready to come along this way, I believe. Where is that raiding happening? Right over in here. Yeah, it looks like right about in here-ish. Go this way. Alright, so let's grab Bone Edifice first for the missile strength and armor. And let's take a look and see what we can do here. So Numas likes us. Yep. We could trade with them. Okay. Vegan, I bet you want to... No, you still don't. You're still getting happier, though.
For Britannia.
So,
I have found the Border Princes. Oh, he doesn't want to trade with me. Usually he does. Oh, I don't have anything to trade yet. Okay, that's why.
Queen of Tides.
I just don't have anything to trade yet.
Want to slit throat?
Okay. I'm trying to see what else I need to get done. I need to do a crafting. That's easy. one more trade agreement. That's easy. This won't happen. That's just this one's just not going to happen yet. And golden idols, that one is easy enough. We'll be able to get golden idols in just a couple of turns, so that's fine. And then we will probably go for Gorgazan, sack it, and start getting some money, and use it as a sack city for a little while, and just level Settra up for a bit. It looks like he moved out, which is not what I wanted him to do. Let's come back right... Actually, let's just stop right there. Go into ambush stance. Alright, Khemri is ready to upgrade. Let's get a Mastapa going. And we'll leave the growth on for one more turn, and then on the next turn we will set it back over to the worship of Fakth, so we can decrease those construction costs. Now, right here, this right here shows as a ruin, but it's not. The Rakaf dynasty actually, you cannot see their settlements. They're kind of like the Skaven. You can't see their settlements until you discover them. But the Rakaf dynasty is right here at the Pools of Despair. So, Lost Tomb, Hidden Knowledge. We have found a tomb, and we can either unearth it or dig elsewhere. I do want that money, so let's dig elsewhere. And chaos is stirring. Okay. He's now at rank 6. We're just going to keep going down Canopic Jar Hoarder. Let's switch this over here because we're going to need it on the next turn. Need that construction cost reduction. Tomb Kings, you know, their economy isn't difficult to deal with. Their buildings are very expensive. That's the trade-off. All right, military access for 480 gold. How about a trade agreement too? Okay, I'll do a non-aggression pact on this turn. All right, we have found the Grave Port. Now we need to raid Al-Haik to discover where those filthy men went with the crown of Nehekhara. Alright, let's get the gold mine built. I want to get this going so we can get walls. I'm not super concerned about getting up here yet because I don't really need Nehekharan warriors. Or I don't really need that yet either. Instead, let's go for a growth building here. Yeah, we'll go for this growth building for the moment. I do still have a little money left over. I do want to get up to Screaming Skull Catapult, so let's upgrade that guy next. And we'll leave this on for right now. Alright, let's get the Quickening for ammunition and reload time reduction for our archers. Yeah, Rakaf Dynasty really loves us now. Does not like us yet.
The lady grants you safe path.
No.
Okay, you don't want to give me that.
Who calls?
Do not greet me as a friend.
Yeah. As soon as I have this right here built, people will want to trade with me a little bit more. We'll also start our second army here shortly. Yep, there he is. Figured he'd come over there. Okay, so gold mine is ready. Let's see. So we've made a discovery. We can either give them a ritual burial or get canopic jars. I want the jars, please.
Settra the Imperishable.
Alright, let's upgrade the gold mine.
Great King.
Let's head that way. I'm pretty sure our army here could hold out if need be against, yeah, What upgrades did he give him? Leadership bonus versus large. That leadership plus 15 is rather substantial. Some goblins and some savage orc boar boys. Yeah, I'm not super worried about that.
Settra rules all.
Alright, we've got gold now, so I wonder if people might want to trade with me. Still no. It's fine.
The Empire.
Greetings. We may not be the Empire.
Disagree with that.
Still doesn't want to trade. Okay, that's fine. We'll wait. I'm sure they will soon enough. He's probably going to go for this. So I'll probably have to fight it out. No, he left. Okay. Alright, that's fine. Deacon's Energy and the Knights of Origo. Alright. So we'll upgrade to that, and then we will switch back over now to Growth.
Settra does not serve.
One more turn, and Xandri will be completely taken care of, and I don't have to worry about it anymore. I'm going to come right here and raid. Get some slaves. Get some cash.
Land of the welcome to my realm.
Alright, Numos likes me a lot more now.
Resources. What do you need?
Doesn't want to give me money for it, but I will take the trade agreement. We can also do a bit of this. I'm going to go ahead and awaken the flock of Joff in preparation for our next army, and you will see why. Even though most people will be like, the flock of Joff, they're crap. Well, yes, they are, but I have a plan. Alright, now that I have met all of the oh shoot, I can't raid. Dang it, I didn't mean to do that. Alright, so on the next turn we will complete. Insert title here. What in the world? It's all messed up. Well, whatever. Who knows what that is being caused by. Alright, let's move on. 7 turns till a rebellion, huh? Oh, it's because of that event. Yeah, that's fine. That event will be ending soon. Let's see where he goes. If anywhere. He doesn't go anywhere. He just stays there. But he's staying in underway stance. That's odd. So, Judas Priest. We'll just ignore it for now. Buildings have been constructed, so all of this is good to go.
Settra is close.
Alright, let's get up to Gorgazon.
Destroy them.
We're just gonna auto-resolve this. And sack it for a bit of money, the slaves, and 11% replenishment. That's gonna be nice. And bring you back down. And heal up. Settra at level 8 now. Yeah, I still want Arcane Conduit, but let's see. We're not facing off against anything with fire at the moment, so that one's not super necessary. Let's just keep working on this. Let's get 2 points into Skullstorm. I do love the Skullstorm. Let's see. Swarm Bodyguard, 15% hit points and 15% physical resistance. That one is nice.
He will serve.
And 1 point into Canopic Jar Hoarder. That one is not super necessary at the moment. So let's go down the first dynasty now for our chariot buffs. I am a complete scrub that likes to use chariots in Settra's army. Oh, well, Settra's army, and there's one of the dynasties that gets a bunch of bonuses. Okay, he is coming over there to besiege Khemri. And that is the proper way to pronounce it, is Khemri. Yeah. So we got 3,000 total. Settlement besieged. So Khemri has ever been the greatest city and capital of Nehekhara. To let such status wane, would take not only the city but mighty Settra. Alright. It is time to move on. So we're going to come down here. Relieve the attack. I'm not ready to do this just yet. I only do this when I'm ready to recruit a lord, and I'm not quite ready to recruit a lord yet. I want to get, I believe it is that there is an ability. Does he have it? I don't remember if he has it or not now. Somebody had an ability that increased the oh, it's the Lich Priest. Lich Priests have a skill that increases Lord recruit rank by 1, which we don't have a Lich Priest, so yeah. Probably will get our second army going on the next turn, after I deal with this. Then we will probably call it an episode. Trade agreement from Tilea? Sure. Take that. So the Top Knots have left, and they are raiding me. We are going to have to go deal with that. Is within range too. Okay. Just a whole lot of savage orcs and error boys. That's an easy auto resolve, not even worth a fight. We'll take the cash. We will head back this way. The other Trickster Shard, very nice. That's actually really nice right there for Settra as well, just because of the 22 magic resistance. Alright, if I'm going to do this, then I want Worship of Fact going. Although we will be able to upgrade in 2 turns. You know what? Let's just wait. Never mind. Oh, apparently I had the Worship of... Wait. Yeah, we'll just leave it on growth. Alright, you get your chariot. And we will give you some hit points. Alright, so he is in a chariot. Now, I am not going to spend any more points right now on our Necrotect. The reason being is we get 1 point at 8, 1 point at 9. We get 2 points at 10. So at 10, that means at 10 we can do Inscription Repair. We can get one of these for some monstrous unit capacity. We can get Master Builder, and we can get his chariot all at the same time. So I always wait until I can get all of that before I spend those points. Alright, let's check a couple of things, and then we will be ready to on. Trade agreement? Military access? You know what, fine. If you're going to pay me for it, fine. Just do it then.
What?
Border Princes still doesn't want to trade with me. That's fine. And I think that is going to be it for this episode, guys. Thank you so much for joining me for the very first episode in our Settra Let's Play. Be sure to tune in for the next episode. Check out the links in the description for our community Discord, Facebook, Twitter, all that good stuff right there. And we will see you in the next one. Until then, take care, guys.